Hi everyone, my name is Jazz and I am from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I am just starting to go through the process for bariatric surgery, and today is February 12th, 2017. I'm probably not uploading the video today or for a while, but I just wanted to do the video. To talk a little bit about the process that I'm going through, or what I've gone through so far. Anyway, like I said, my name is Jazz. I am 40 years old. I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I'm currently going through for bariatric surgery at Humber River Hospital, which is located in North York, which is part of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So far, the only thing that I have done is done an information session, which is a required aspect. I was there for the afternoon. They gave us a bunch of paperwork. They talked to us a lot about the surgery, and I didn't find it very helpful. But then again, it's probably because I'm always I spend my days and my nights looking on YouTube. So for me, yeah, I'm not. To me, I mean, for some people who were there, because there was about 30 of us there, but some of them had like other partners. So I guess it was about 15 maybe people who were actually there for information about the surgery, and they were all like, some of them were really taking a lot of notes. Hadn't really known a lot of the stuff, but for me, I've been researching gastric bypass for a while now, and I've known about it for a while. So if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, especially the ones on the Roux-En-Y or the sleeve, you pretty much will know everything that they will talk about there. The only thing that they did give us, which I thought was kind of neat, was they gave us a idea of what your diet will be for when you're done, like step by step everything. And I guess that, so if you're really not sure and if you really don't have the information available online, so you can really look at it and see if that's something that you could implement in your life. Like for me, like I said, I already knew, so or I had a pretty good idea. Anyway, so how did I get here? Okay, I currently weigh, I just weighed myself, 287.2. I weigh 287.2 pounds, which is approximately, I don't know how many kilograms, but it's approximately what I have weighed for the last little while. I always laugh and say that I was always the big kid. I was over 12 pounds, 6 ounces when I was born. And then I don't remember really weighing myself and being less than 200 pounds. I remember in grade 9, so I was 15 at the time, I weighed myself and I was 220 pounds. And then the summer I was turning 16, I was swimming a lot, and I remember I lost like 15-20 pounds just by doing nothing. So I remember I was 197. That's the last time, that's one of the only times I remember being under 200 in my whole life. Like, because I guess I never weighed myself before that summer a lot. Anyway, so then I gained weight, obviously, and through most of, I would say, my college life, I was around 220 to 240 pounds. That was considered pretty average. I did go up to about 260 when I was about 25, and I was actually going to get married. So I went on a diet called Herbal One, which nobody seems to have heard of. But it is exactly like Herbal Magic, except it was a Canadian company, I believe. Anyway, so Herbal One, you took these pills and you exercised and everything. So I lost a lot of weight. I actually got down to the smallest weight I've ever known myself being, which was 177 pounds. At that point, this was in August 2013. I wasn't planning. I don't know. That's when I got married. I wasn't planning. I could have gone lower according to the BMI and everything, but I looked kind of small at the time, so I didn't bother trying to lose any more weight. And so I was 177 pounds when I got married in August 2013. And things were okay, but I couldn't maintain that. I didn't pay for this. There was supposed to be a maintenance thing. I didn't pay for that. So then I started gaining back weight. And then I remember it was about 227 pounds, and I thought, oh, I'm getting kind of big again. So I started doing Atkins, and that didn't work for me. I did Weight Watchers. That didn't work for me. I just didn't seem to lose anything. I did Nutrisystem, and that didn't work for me either. I did that for about 3 months, and there was like basically no change. Same as with Atkins, there was no change. I ate everything that I was supposed to eat. I was following the carbohydrates, the fats, everything, and I was staying the same weight. Then I had issues with my marriage, and in 2007 I left my husband after 4 years of marriage, and in October 2007 I stepped on the scale and I weighed 299.7 pounds, and I freaked out. So I decided to lose some weight, which I managed to do. I got to about 240. I don't know how. I wasn't really doing anything special. And I was about 240, I guess, until about 2014, maybe. I stayed around that 240 range, and then all of a sudden in 2014 I gained a bunch of weight. Next thing you know, I'm back to 280, 270, 280, like, which is and that is, I've been so consistent around this weight for the last few years, and I was okay with it. I wish I was a little smaller maybe, but I was okay with it. But unfortunately my knees were not okay with it. And I started to have knee problems, like a lot more than I've always had knee problems, but a lot more. And anyway, so 2 years ago my doctor said, maybe you should get weight loss surgery, and I said, no. And then a year ago my doctor said, maybe you should get weight loss surgery, and I went, maybe, I don't really know. I did some research and I was like, I don't really know. Back then I smoked cigarettes, and I also drank a lot of Diet Coke. So yeah, in July 2016, I ended up having to get cortisone injections into my knees, and I went, eek! Okay, maybe I should stop now smoking, and maybe I should go through with this weight loss surgery, because I know cortisone injections are not helpful and aren't good for you. So I started the Champex, and by August 2015 or 16. August 2016, I quit smoking, and then I tried to cut down on Diet Coke as well. So I was doing really well. I did all of my Champex. I was no longer smoking. And early December, I quit smoking now for about 5-ish months, almost 6. And I went to my doctor and I said, okay, I'm ready for weight loss surgery. He submitted he filled out a bunch of paperwork saying, okay, here you go. But then he found out that it had to be an online thing. So one of his secretaries called me back on December 22nd and said, hey, let's do some information for you so we can submit this online. I said, okay. So I answered a bunch of questions, and then he's like, okay, well, I submitted it and you're going to go to Humber. Which I pretty much assumed. My doctor's office is right down the street from Humber, so I pretty much assumed I was going to Humber. I kind of hoped for Toronto Western. I don't know why. Probably because I had a friend that went to Toronto Western. But anyway, so, and then he said, well, give them a call in a couple of weeks if you haven't heard. So middle of January, I gave them a call, and they said, oh, what do you mean you haven't heard from us? You have an appointment on January 31st. And I said, oh, well, I didn't know. So he's like, well, I'll send you out the package. And I said, okay. So I actually got the package twice. The day after I talked to them, the package had come in the mail. So I got the package twice, which was a rather thick package, lots of questionnaires, one for my doctor, and one for myself, and that was about it. There was a really thick questionnaire, like 20-some pages, asking me everything and anything about my whole entire life. Like whether I had ever had pregnancies, how many kids do I have, where are their supports, where is my family, where is this, do I have diabetes, do I have this, do I have that, like, do I have thyroid problems, why do I eat, is it depression, have I ever had depression, did I ever go see a psychiatrist, and more and more and more and more. Like, a lot of things. Like every medical, what are your medical issues, what do you think is the problem, when were they diagnosed, which was kind of difficult to figure out some of them, because I'm not the healthiest person, because I do have, besides my knee problems, chondromalacia it's called, I have fibromyalgia, and I have something called Sjogren's syndrome, and then I have spastic colon, which is IBS, and then I have anemia, and then I've had GERD, so I'm on a pill for that, but that's probably because of the pills I take for the fibromyalgias. And then, what else? I had like some random stuff, okay, that I've had. And so I was kind of worried that I wouldn't qualify for weight loss surgery. So I actually did a lot of researching, and I was like, okay, so can you still have weight loss surgery if you have this or that? And I think I can, which is why I'm not uploading this yet, because I haven't seen the surgeon yet, so I don't know if I can. But once I find out I can, then I will upload this. Anyway, so that's my story. Today, like I said, is February 12th. I've been doing research on YouTube forever. I subscribe to a bunch of people. Don't ask me their names. Maybe for the next video I will include it, or maybe in the links below I'll put like some names of videos or people I subscribe to, or you can look at me and see who I subscribe to, because there's a bunch of Roux-En-Y ones and a bunch of sleeve ones, because those are the two that are covered by OHIP, or Ontario Health Insurance Plan. We don't really have anything else covered, and pretty much you're doing Roux-En-Y, unless your doctor really, really likes you, and then you might get to do sleeve, but it doesn't sound very likely. So I'm preparing for Roux-En-Y. But anyway, I've done a lot of research. Let's see. And yeah, anyway. Oh, and my next appointment, I'm hoping should be 10 to 12 weeks. That's what they told us. I also know I have to go do a sleep study. That's an important thing. So if you're looking at doing this, get your doctor to send you for a sleep study. I'm supposed to be going to see my doctor tomorrow, or the next day. But in the next few days, I'm going to ask him if he can refer me for a sleep study, so I can get that part done, because I heard that has a big waiting list, and that holds you up a lot. So yeah, that's a list of things that you should do. Definitely, if you're looking at this, get a sleep study done, because it has to be a sleep study done within the last 2 years in order to qualify. I did have a sleep study done in like 10 years ago. I don't think that'll work. So I'm going to have to go for another one, which I hate them, and you will hate them. Just kidding. You have to spend overnight in the hospital attached to a bunch of things. And I didn't sleep very well when I did it 10 years ago, and I'm hoping I will sleep a little better this time, because it's not comfortable, and the lights are on, and there's a window in front, and you go and you're looking out and you can see everybody, like you can see the front desk because they're trying to keep an eye on you, and then there's all these things attached to you. But anyway, so you're supposed to have that done. So like I said, I'm going to get a referral for that, just to speed up the process a bit. And I saw them on January 31st for my information session. So it's been 2 weeks. So I'll probably give them a call. And if I find out anything more, I will do another video. Like I said, I may not upload them until I find out I'm approved. Or maybe I will upload it. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, so that's all I can think of for now. Again, my name's Jasmine. If you like what you see, subscribe to my channel. I like to say this even though I don't have a channel yet, but I will. Okay, I have a channel, but I'm not using my same channel. So anyway, if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, make smart choices. Bye.